There we go. Now my mic's working. What's up, Samaj? Maj? I didn't realize you followed me on YouTube also. Welcome, welcome. There we go. All about adding. Oh, damn it. Okay. Now that that's done crashing. One more. And head that way. So Samaj. Samaj, how do we pronounce that? No, in game you're Richard Rickson or something like that, right? Samaj. Simaj. Okay. Let's make sure we are right still. Okay, cool. It's cat. Oh shit. Okay. Continue the play on words there. Okay, gotcha. If you are a World of Warcraft fan and any connection to psychology, my gamer tag name is a mashup between Arthas from World of Warcraft and Siddhartha from Buddhist uh, culture, mythology, whatever have you, aka Buddha. Okay. Right. Oh, doesn't quite look right because you're not touching. Yep, that looks better. Yeah, I started playing Burning during the end of Burning Crusade, and then when Lich King came out, and that's really when I started getting into, I guess, online platform games. Like I played Call of Duty and stuff back before World of Warcraft, but nothing that gave you like a presence online. And Siddharthus was just my mashup name for the first time, so I kind of just stuck with it. And then most most environments or anything I joined into, and they asked for my name or needed to say my name, it was usually just Sid because it was easier. Yeah, Sid like Ice Age Sid. We're gonna do this. I think that's good. I think we'll do that. We'll drift it straight down. Here. Okay, that way. The other wall. Is it back here? Oh, yes, I wait, my the for our server, yeah, I've messed with the oil rig, or are you talking about a different sea base? Edge. I can load it up for you real quick if you want. No. Get out of there. I haven't messed with it in a few days. Just work and other crap. Make sure I got the right one here. Oh god, that's the wrong map. We need to back up a little bit. uh, let's go back to Dranaris. Totally forgot. I have some ideas. Just rattling around. I just got to figure out what I want to do for the actual top part. Um, let's open up oil rig. Can't remember if it's oil rig or oil rig 2. I don't think it's oil rig 2. Okay. I think that's right. So if we go... Let's open 2 first. I think this is it. I think this is the live one. Yep. Here we go. So for the plants dropping seeds, I don't think there's the ability. I don't have any control over that. That's built into the mod. I can't control, from my understanding, but I can't control what comes off of the harvest of the plants. But yeah, I can look into. I can easily just change the balancing of the prices. I don't really want people to be able to buy seeds because that makes it too easy. I still think there should be a challenge. That one pillar looks weird. I think there should still be a challenge to actually procure the seeds and start your harvest because it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be like gun running. You're supposed to be able to find rare items and profit off of them, not capitalize on them, you know? It's supposed to be difficult. It adds a kind of a PvE element to fund your PvP experience, you know? Because if I solely wanted to make this a pure 100% PvP server, I would give everybody access to a shit ton of guns all the time. But I still want a PvE element. I don't like that. Let's see. Royally fuck this up. Something. That's what she said. So the idea, I'll be doing some buildings and stuff up here for like smokestacks and stuff. We'll do some examples for now. My goal is to allow people to, if they do find themselves in the water, no boat plans yet, but if they do find themselves in the water, they should be able to pull themselves up on said ladder, make their way up. And then I think I'm going to do another stair set on the other side. Come up here. Oh, I have to fix that. No collision. Yeah, fix that. may or may not be a perfectionist, so. I think it's close enough. But yeah, sorry. I got off on a tangent here. Yeah, so this is the startings of the oil rig. Let's save this. Get back to Takistan here. Whoa. Oh, I should have crashed. This editor is so buggy. Yep, there she went. She crashed. Yeah. There we go. Running it over there. Let me cut it short. Just go straight. Ooh. Hmm. So just drop that wall then. Just go that way. Kill this cat. Be right back. Could delete that.
Is this ARM or is this DayZ?
Oh God, who is that? Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Is this ARM or is it DayZ?
oh, this is DayZ.
Dang. Well, I'm not really surprised. They're made by the same company, but I'm not surprised that the Eden editor looks like it. But or that the oh, never mind. But that is interesting.
Give me just a second. I'm trying to change my video here. Speakers. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I got YouTube and Discord going, so. Um, Playing around with an idea for another server, possibly. Or you mean this? You mean this one? Yep. Yep. This is Takistan Plus. I've got it loaded up. I do have another server posted, well, not posted, but I do have another server running. It's not accessible right now, but I'm gonna try to play around with some of the trader mods and stuff, and possibly. Yeah, I played on Sunnyvale a few times, and I really liked the map. Like it was a good map. I just some of the mechanics were a little wonky for me. Yeah, and bad loot can be adjusted. Oh yeah, the Sunnyvale servers was pretty it was pretty sparse for the loot because I think they geared it a little bit more towards like PvP and PvE, and I think that you can well like on our servers I have it set to be kind of both, you know, like I don't make it 100%. Like if I really wanted 100% PvP server, I would spawn people with AKs and like mags and tons of money or not even worry about money, you know? I've played on a couple of like the V++ servers where it's basically like a deathmatch type thing. Like it Yeah, I mean, I get the concept of it, but you know, when DayZ came out, it was all about, you know, it's all about survival, and then people started modding them to their, you know, to what everybody else or what, you know, what their community wanted, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to strike that balance between what I want and what people want and get in there. Touching close enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a DayZ editor. I hadn't really done any map editing. I had done like with the trader mod, I'd added, you know, items to certain areas, but I'd never gone with like community offline mode or anything. And when I learned about DayZ editor, like it's, you know, I'm just loaded up in a my own world here, and I can spend hours. I can spend hours, which is why I'm live streaming this. I can spend hours doing this.
It's like, I mean, I could probably sit there for a long time. I mean, and just create some random custom areas. I mean, if you've seen, like, you've probably seen some of the more like really modded servers where we have like where they have, you know, like whole oil rigs out in the middle of the
Oh,
ocean.
you missed it. I was Samaj was on here earlier, and I showed him the oil rig that I've got in the works.
Ooh.
Oh shit! I forgot to switch maps, but here it is, spawned into Takistan.
That is interesting.
It's underground on Chnaros. It's out in the ocean, but here it is in the works.
Nice. That will be very interesting. I can just see somebody camping with a rocket launcher and shooting down all the helicopters that try to land on it.
Here, let me switch over to Chnaros and I'll load that in.
Huh? That will be interesting. Can you hear the violin in the background?
Say what?
Can you hear the violin in the background of?
I have the laundry machine going.
No. I have a violin in my background probably. If well.
Oh no, that's I have music going on.
Okay, got it. My brother's playing, and it is interesting. That is jump, do it. Great. Well, that would definitely be interesting.
Yeah, this is just up here for scale. I haven't done anything on the top yet. I'm still trying to fine tune the catwalks and stuff down there.
Okay. That would definitely be interesting.
And you should eventually be able to, if you do end up having a swim out here, you should be able to get these ladders and go up. These are just radio towers that kind of just go down here, and they don't really touch anything. But they're so deep, you're not going to really care to go down that far for anything.
It's very high, but yeah, no. What are those radio towers made out of?
But I mean, there is no. The thing is it's a substitute because there is no oil rig platform. This is all just parts like.
But what are those radio towers made out of?
Steel and concrete.
Some strong steel that you got there. That's able to hold up that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is it's a replica replacement because I could probably just use smokestacks if I wanted to, but
it's fine. I'm just.
Go back to Takistan.
One of the things I've always been a bit more interested in with DayZ is, some of the stuff that people have done with the like custom areas. Like it's just adding like whole new areas for loot, and it's always interesting because you got
and that's what I can do with this editor is I can actually here I'll show you. I was trying to explain this to Ting the other day. So when it's not just trader zones or oil rigs. You can add if you add like a military tent, for example. A military tent itself has its own coordinates within inside of it and I won't even load anything up. We're here in the blank map on Shannara's. This military tent, if you were to run up upon it in game, it has its own
loot spawn already.
Yeah, it doesn't have the loot attached to it already. So if I were to load this into our server, if you walked up on this, there'd be nothing in it. I actually have to come up here and I actually have to export this, which gives me all the positions. So what that export does is if I were to have 2 tents. Oh shit, did it freeze on me? It froze on me. Shit.
Uh-oh. We don't know what that means with Bohemia games.
No, it's the editor. The editor's buggy and it freezes up sometimes. But basically so if I spawn in 3 tents, well, each of those tents has its own coordinates, and inside of each tent is its own set of coordinates for the loot spawn locations. What I do is I export that XML file and I add it to the game file. So like on our server right now, if you go to Belota, all those extra buildings and stuff that are added, you can go in them and you have a possibility of getting loot from them because I've added those loot spawn points to them.
Okay, so that's why those all those custom places, they always use like barracks on top of those custom areas for loot instead of you don't just build your own little room. You actually have to use
Yeah,
pre-built stuff.
I don't have
That's
to,
one.
and I don't have to individually place, like, I don't have to put like a spawn point. I don't have to pinpoint and say, hey, I want something spawning here on the bed of this
You
barracks.
know.
I just have to hit that export button and it will export all of those items for me. So like if I open up the Belota custom area. So these are all the buildings that I've added to the Belota area. So, I'll put my hangar over here. Well, this barracks in here has, normally if you run into this barracks, you normally come into a barracks, you check these beds because they've got something.
Mhm.
You'll check this table because it's got something. Well,
Like the floor,
yeah,
boots and stuff.
because what I do is I export the map group positions and I add them to the game file also. So it's a two-step process. You got to place the buildings, which is the cool and fun part. I can place buildings all day long, but if the buildings don't have loot in them, then what's the point? Like there's an air traffic control tower that's got a bunch of loot in it normally, but if I don't add that, or if I don't address that second file, then yeah, it's just a cool empty building at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the tents. The tents are known to have loot in them. Well, if I don't apply the loot points to the base game, then I'm just loading empty buildings at that point.
Okay, so wait, when you place these down, does it already have like a set tier? Like, does it keep with the exact tier that those tents would usually spawn as, or can you actually edit what tier of loot that it'll come?
I can edit the tier. I haven't gone into it. You can edit. I need to use another tool to edit the tiers. But what I can do is, so the tiers are actually tied to the map.
Uh,
They're not tied to the items. So let's
that
see.
is, or was not tied to like the buildings.
Correct. It's not tied to the buildings. I can throw, like, I can technically here. I can throw the I can throw the Tizzy HQ in here,
And it
but
would still spawn like
but it's
tier
only
one.
going to spawn the loot that this area of the map applies to it. Um, DayZ tier map. If I pull this up on the other screen. So let's see. Right screen. My right screen? That's not my right screen.
I got
Oh,
Discord,
wrong,
and that's the screen
wrong
name.
screen. Oh, wait. I had
Oh,
it. There we go.
oh, there we go.
So, um, yeah. So Belota is down here, I think. I can't zoom any closer. I think Belota's right here, so that would lead us into tier 1 loot. But even though a Tizzy building lives up here in Tizzy, because it falls within the scope of tier 1, even Krasnu up here is technically tier 1. I can go in, there's other tools I've seen out there. I got to learn how to use them still, but I can like redefine this tier 2 coloring area basically. This is just an overlay someone's made, but like I can redefine these tier locations. But I just haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, that's interesting to know.
yeah, so I was telling Ting the other day, I've learned that a really cool place to spawn is if you spawn down here in Kamika and run over this way. You've got a little military tent here. It's technically tier 3 loot right here on the coast.
That is interesting.
Because if you look at the coast map here,
Yep, there you go. Tier
yeah,
three.
right here you got tier 3. And most people think that this, like this area probably out to here is tier 3, and then just like this top corner is tier 4. It's very sporadic, so
So
like
tier four is kind of all over the place, but
yeah, tier 4 is like those isolated areas. So let's see if I can Um, I'm trying to look at.
And do we got bits of airfield Vibor in there? No, that's the
Uh,
Southeast.
so here's Vybor. I'm trying to look on the map because I can't zoom any closer on this map.
I'm trying to
Um,
went at it.
looks like La Pianto or Lo Lo
Nope,
Lo Patino.
Lapatino.
Yeah,
Lapatino. I don't know.
looks like that's, and then Vavalivo is also tier 4, but
It's
those
interesting
are
to rank.
towns though, not military
But
bases. That's what these two circles are.
I
And
thought
they
like the little kind of tiny little outposts kind of thing, kind of in that like little north bit of airfield Viborn at the forest would be like tier 4, but I guess it isn't.
I
That's
would think so too, but yeah, that's what I have to be careful about. You've seen some people talking about, well, there's a lot of stuff in tier 4 because tier 4 is a very small area. So if I start oversaturating tier 4, even if I have like one or two items, it's a small area. So if I change the configs to say, okay, well, I want, 50
oh,
BMGs to not be in just tier 4. I want them to be in tier 4 and tier 3. Then what that does is that BMG.
yeah,
So say I tell the server I only want you to have two BMGs spawning at any one time, and I only want them in tier 4. Well, that limits them to these areas. If I say tier 4 and tier 3, well, those two BMGs are spread between tier 3 and tier 4 if I change it.
like 20, like more than 25% of the map.
Hmm. Instead of like a small 10%, because if you want a BMG and I only allocate it to tier 4, then you know exactly where to go for a BMG. You go here, 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 or here, and you get a BMG. Most likely. I'm trying to think what this area is right here. Oh, that is the other.
Mm.
Trying to think what that is.
Pull up I survive.
Yeah. I
Oh
think.
yeah, Mishkino out,
Yeah,
Mishkino military.
it's that little outpost right there.
I know I used to live in that little train depot right north of it, like right above it.
Or is it this? It might be
That'd be
that. It
random.
might be this. Yeah, I can't zoom any closer on that
No,
map.
I think it's those tents by the gas station.
Is the tents? Yeah.
Yeah, it's tents by the gas station. Look at it. The other ones are too far away from the border. Well, that is interesting to know.
Yep, yep. Get rid of that. We don't want that in here. Um, you'll see that I don't have on the server right now. There's a barracks right here. I'm eventually going to take it out. I just haven't changed it yet. Get back to Takistan.
Oh yes, the barren wasteland. Like how much of the map is just desert?
Well, a good portion of it. I mean, a lot of it's really mountainous.
Yeah. All the edges of the map are like just flat desert.
Yeah. Well, like even up here, like if we go on, I think Somebody's Vale. I think this used to be a stretch of road that had the server or the trader on it.
There's nothing.
Yeah. This was their trader zone, I believe, and they just had like a bunch of walls up around it, kind of like how I do. I do this, and do this, and bam.
I mean, jeez.
Yep.
Imagine trying to actually freaking survive there in real life. Dehydration kills you in like a
Well,
minute.
and on Takistan with the with sandstorms, it will actually dehydrate you quicker if you don't have water.
Oh, that's barren.
Yep. Yep. Got some oil. Let's see if I can teleport all the way over there. Hey, I made it.
Oh, dang, on the spot. I was wondering why you were so jittery at your teleport.
No, yeah. I'm just teleporting around because yep, because I'm in builder mode.
Imagine just being able to talk, just tap to teleport around.
Yeah, let's see. I think there's a tower over there. I'm gonna see if I can. Boom.
Ooh, dang. I'm gonna make sure never to give Tinger this power.
Oh no, he's got it with in his admin tools. He's got the ability to. He usually turns them off when he's playing and stuff.
I don't know he does, but there have been some times where magical fairies visit me randomly with gold supplies.
Oh, and see, we can do that. I can do that. I can do that from the web console. I can spawn stuff on you, but I don't.
No, he just freaking. One time when it was still Drewski's refugees, we're still refugees. Again, I was basing in Gorka, and when I was trying to set up base, all of a sudden freaking crates with build supplies would start appearing here and there. I'm like, what the heck? Dang.
That was just luck. Where am I? Anyway.
Is this going to be a little, what is this, Taliban outpost?
Yeah, this will be the, this is my idea for the trader, the safe trader. Got a little medical. I might need to lower that, or raise that. It's a little low. We have medical tent trader here. Got your well over here. That'll be the vehicle trader. I'm gonna do some food and clothes vendors here.
Can you put down like just stationary AIs on their, like not AIs, but I mean just stationary little people on their own?
Yep, like, and that I'll usually just do with the trader mod. They do have a the expansion trader has a new AI system, like you can do patrols, so like I can have an AI, standing outside the gate walking back and forth. Like I haven't looked in the what?
Yeah, have you seen the things where it's like the freaking the mutant monsters?
I've seen a couple servers with it, but
geez, me and my friends ran into one on one server, and it was freaking God. I got shot in the face because they don't know how to freaking watch or fire. But that would be an interesting thing to add. It was on like a server where they did a lot of custom stuff, and there was a cave, so they put them in the cave, and it was I don't know, it was interesting, but that would be an interesting thing to see.
I'm just doing some tedious editing, so it's not too exciting. It's not me going and shooting people, but figured give people uh some views of me doing some editing. And I also I'm live on YouTube, and I've got some people that have been watching some of my guides and stuff.
Hmm. I know. There's a. It's, I guess some of it is making it look like there's actually progress happening. Hey, Sid's actually doing stuff.
I do stuff. I'm busy, and sometimes
Yeah.
I just like it took me. I finally found the issue with the canteens. So we can buy canteens now, but a small line of code that I just couldn't fucking find. And sorry, I want to play the game also, but I want to. I want to build a community.
Jeez, that cannot be easy at all. I mean, I'm in high school right now. I freaking never have any free time besides if I'm not doing something I'm supposed to do.
Oh, you think you don't have free time now?
I guess it never really ends, does it?
Nope. Did 6 years in the Air Force and then got out, and I'm a government. Yeah, I'm a government job now, and I've been working since I was 16, so I don't have a lot of free time either.
My brother wants to go into the Air Force.
Probably the better of the choices of the branches, so.
Yeah, well, at least, you don't have to worry about getting shot at as much.
Oh, they just shot an Air Force base I was deployed to a few years ago. They had a mortar strike or a missile strike come in, and they shot it down.
That's okay. Yes. Yeah. And then you also have the problem of being in control of something that's worth multiple millions of dollars. So, screw up there, and well.
Yeah. I was the IT guy, so I just had a multi-million-dollar network I had to worry about.
Well, I don't know which one is better or worse. Having to deal with IT or having to deal with flying. I mean, I guess depending on where you're stationed. I certainly would not want to be a freaking fighter pilot in like a conflict around like Ukraine or something. In Afghanistan, it's not that bad, but
we're not there anymore.
The only thing you have to worry about is like man pads, and that's it. So, but yeah, no freaking second you get into the air and like somewhere like second you get into the air and like somewhere over like Ukraine or something, here comes an SU, and well. Okay, what time even is it for me? It's 10 p.m. I should probably be getting to bed.
Okay, thanks for stopping by.
Okay, goodbye.
Right.
Good luck.
Thanks. And it crashed again. I think that's a good place to stop it. Thanks for stopping by, people.